like a silver blade, casting ghosts on the gravel lane. The wind it whispers names it never made, and I feel the weight of this old pain. Shadows on the hollow road follow me wherever I go, lost in the dark where no light shows. Shadows on the hollow road. There's a house up yonder, boarded tight, but I hear voices when the clock strikes night. The creak of a swing, though no one's near. The past don't rest, it's heavy here. And every step I take, it calls me back to things I lost, to what I lacked. Shadows on the hollow road follow me wherever I go. A man can't run from what he's owed. Shadows on the hollow road. I see her face in the window pane, eyes like the storm, wild with rain. Her laughter echoes, then fades to dust, a memory built on broken trust. The old creek whispers low, like a ghost it knows my sin. Barefoot on the gravel road where my sorrow first began. A crow perched on the fence post, eyes as black as coal. It calls like it's confessing all the secrets of my soul. The shadows hold my name, they call it through the pines. A mournful hymn of blame, like a church bell out of time. I walk this path alone, where guilt and grief both reign. The night is dark and cold, and the shadows hold my name. The moon hangs thin and hollow, like a scythe against the sky. Its silver cuts the silence, but it can't cut through the wine. The barn door swings wide open, creaks like an old lament. It sways with every secret I was too afraid to repent. Oh, mercy's just a whisper, a word that fades away, and I'm left here with the echoes of the choices I betray. The shadows hold my name, they call it through the pines. A mournful hymn of blame, like a church bell out of time. I walk this path alone, where guilt and grief both reign. The night is dark and cold, and the shadows hold my name. I see her in the distance, a figure dressed in white, but every step I take toward her, she vanishes in the night. Her voice, it cracks like thunder, but her words are drowned in rain. I reach for her in anguish, but I only touch my
Wind cut sharp through the sycamore trees, a whistle low, a mournful tease. Moonlight spills on a gravel road, every step feels heavy, every mile I move. The ghosts of the holler, they're calling my name, whispering sins and fanning the flame. No place to hide, no shadow to blame. Ghosts of the holler, they know me the same. A rusted swing creaks in the midnight air. The echoes cling like a cold, dead stare. I see her face in the window's pane, her voice like thunder, her tears like rain. The past don't sleep, it just lies and wait, and every wrong turns the hands of fate. Ghosts of the holler, they're calling my name, whispering sins and fanning the flame. No place to hide, no shadow to blame. Ghosts of the holler, they know me the same. I built this sorrow with my two hands, brick by brick on this cursed land. The creek runs red where the truth once lay, and the ghosts keep coming, they don't go away.
The wind cut sharp through the cedar trees. A wolf's cry rides the midnight breeze. Lanterns glow on the cabin wall. Flickers faint, barely there at all. The hills keep secrets cold and steep, where shadows roam and silence keep. Shadows on the ridge, they whisper low, where the moon won't shine and the rivers don't flow. The past won't rest, it haunts me still, in the dark of the ridge beneath the hill. A rusted spade leans against the pine, buried truths I can't leave behind. I hear her voice in the lonesome rain, a ghost of love, a ghost of pain. Her dress of white now stained by time, still dances slow in this heart of mine. I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the ridge don't let its debtors stray. Shadows on the ridge, they whisper low, where the moon won't shine and the rivers don't flow. in the dark of the ridge beneath the hill. Takes flight from the ancient oak. Its wings are black as the words I spoke. Her name still burns on the autumn air, a sin confessed, but no one there. Down by the hollow where the cedars lean, a river runs quiet, dark and mean. The stones remember the trees they sigh, whispering tales of those who died. Oh, the ghosts of the hollow, they cry, they moan, bound to the shadows, forever alone. crickets in the midnight air. A widow's wail, it lingers there. Prints vanish in the blackened dirt. The weight of sin, the weight of hurt. Who haunts the hollow? Who holds the key? Is it them, or is it me? Oh, the ghosts of the hollow, they cry, they moan, bound to the shadows, forever alone. I hear them calling through the night's cold breath, singing their sorrow, a song of death. I feel the chill run down my spine, a curse that lingers through blood and time. The past won't rest, it clings like dew. The hollow remembers, and so do you. The moon hangs low like a widow's veil. Wind whispers secrets through the hollow trail. An old barn creaks, its bones near broke. Ashes of a fire, just a scent of smoke. Shadows on the ridge where the lost souls roam, calling through the pines, but I'm all alone. Every step I take feels heavy as a stone. Shadows on the ridge, I'll never make it home. Ground is cold, like a lover's stare, and and the night wraps tight like it's keeping me there. The stars don't blink, just frozen in place, like they're watching me as I lose this race. The echoes rise, they pull me near, a voice I know, laced with fear. Shadows on the ridge where the lost souls roam, calling through the pines, but I'm all alone. Every step I take feels heavy as a stone. Shadows on the ridge, I'll never make it home. The lantern's dim, the wick burns thin, the dark creeps closer under my skin. A hand unseen grips my soul. Down this ridge I lose control. Down by the creek where the cold winds moan, stands an old hollow tree, crooked and alone. Its roots claw the earth where secrets lie, beneath the heavy shadow of a restless sky. Oh, the hollow tree knows, it sees, it keeps whispers of sorrow where the silence weeps. It bends, it bows, but it won't let go. The weight of the world in its hollow soul. I carved her name in that brittle bark the day she left and the world went dark. The tree stood witness through rain and fire to the ashes of love and a heart's desire. It leans toward the water like it's trying to drown, but its roots hold steady in the cursed ground. Oh, the hollow tree knows, it sees, it keeps whispers of sorrow
the silence weeps. It bends, it bows, but it won't let go. The weight of the world in its hollow soul. If trees could talk, would it scream my pain? Would it tell of the nights I called her name? Would it sing of the sins that the river hides, or stand in the stillness as the truth collides?
There's a lantern swinging by the crooked pine. Its light so faint it barely shines. The wind whispers secrets through the holler low of the lives we lost, the ones we'll never know. Shadows on the ridge, they call my name. A voice like thunder, soft as rain. I walk this path, though it twists and bends. Shadows on the ridge, where it all ends. Runs red where the stones lie bare, with echoes of a sorrow too heavy to bear. The crows keep watch from the old oak tree, like they know what's coming, but they won't tell me. The ground is cold, the roots run deep. The earth remembers what we can't keep. Shadows on the ridge, they call my name. A voice like thunder, soft as rain. I walk this path, though it twists and bends. Shadows on the ridge, I hear a fiddle cry, low and mournful sweet, a hymn for the lost, drifting through the heat. The stars don't shine, the moon won't rise, just shadows and whisper beneath these skies. Shadows on the ridge, they call my name. A voice like thunder, soft as rain. wind whispers low through the sycamore trees, a hymn for the lost carried soft on the breeze. The creek runs black where the moonlight won't shine, each ripple a memory, each shadow a sign. Ghosts of the holler, they don't let go. They're stitched in the soil, in the cold river's flow. You can leave in the daylight, but at night you'll know. The ghosts of the holler, they follow you home. An old church bell rings, though the steeple's long gone. Its echo keeps time for the sins we've drawn on. Grave markers lean where the kudzu has crept. They're watching, they're waiting for secrets we've kept. The past isn't buried, it's right under your feet, with roots that are tangled and whispers that repeat. Ghosts of the holler, they don't let go. They're stitched in the soil, in the cold river's flow. You can leave in the daylight, but at night you'll know. The ghosts of the holler, they follow you home. A lantern's faint glow swings in the dark, a figure, a shadow, a flame to its spark. You can run, you can hide, but it's all the same. The holler remembers, it knows your name. The clock hands crawl like shadows on the wall. A whiskey bottle leans half empty by the hall. The floorboards creak, they're whispering his name. The ghost of him lingers, but I know I'm to blame. Whiskey and ghosts, they don't let me sleep. They haunt my nights, their silence cuts deep. I reach for the past, but it won't hold my hand.
desolate land. The old oak swings in the cold midnight air. The rope he tied is still hanging there. I hear his voice in the wind's mournful cry. At every shot I take, just ask me why. Watch the embers glow, chasing answers down a road I'll never know. Whiskey and ghosts, they don't let me sleep. They haunt my nights, their silence cuts deep. I reach for the past, but it won't hold my hand. Just whiskey and ghosts in this desolate land. The house won't crumble, each crack in the plaster, a scar on my heart. If I could turn back, I'd undo every sin. But whiskey and ghosts keep pulling me in. Here I am